What's up, everybody? My name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon in the crypto universe. Today is Monday, August 5th. Now, in today's video, we're going to be talking about the dog rune tokens regarding its price volatility. We saw this token drop from around 280 million to as low as 180 million. That is a lot of money. But I'm going to share with you why it specifically dropped, because we do know that Bitcoin's price has dropped as well. How does dog correlate with Bitcoin? We're going to share with you that in our video, but also I want to share with you why the dog rune token is not dead. It's actually one of the best performing assets within the rune ecosystem, and I'm going to share with you in terms of trading volume, holder count, and how many people are buying this specific token. At the very end of the video, I'm going to share with you that the developers that are creating the infrastructure for runes is just in the beginning. We're going to bring up some points from Trevor from Pizza Ninjas, also Jason from OKX, Elizabeth Olsen from the Magic Eden team, and also share with you something from the Coinbase team as well. And this is why it's really early to understand why runes is very much prime to explode in this next bull run for Bitcoin. So with that said, please, before we begin, smash that like button, subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page, and please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I will never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email, so please be careful and invest safely. So guys and girls, let's get right into it. So as you can see, we dropped as low as 180 million market cap, but that slowly was kind of dwindling until the massive pump. We saw a massive accumulation this morning. Now, let's see why it actually took a dump, because if you look at Bitcoin's price over the past 7 days, it's gone down 18%. So over the past 24 hours, down 6%. The reason why this is important is because whatever happens to Bitcoin's price is heavily gonna affect gaming altcoins, meme coins, especially rune tokens, and even ordinals and NFTs. So when you're seeing the price of this Bitcoin, you're going to see that dog is also going to react to that. So let's go and look over the past 24 hours how dog has been performing against Bitcoin. In fact, dog has actually done quite well. Yes, whatever happens to Bitcoin affects other coins heavily, but it seems like the people who understand the rune ecosystem, and especially the dog token, have only been accumulating in that past point. Don't worry, we're going to look into the whale wallets in just a little bit. Well, there are many reasons out there why Bitcoin has taken a dump, such as the stock market or outside events that happen outside of crypto, but also liquidation events such as leverage traders. So over the past 24 hours, and this is crazy, over $1 billion has been liquidated from the market. 792 long positions and also 277 million short positions. So this goes to show you that it's the outside events and also leverage traders that are getting greedy. And trust me, there are a lot of leverage traders who risked a lot of money, and I do not encourage anybody on this channel to ever leverage trade. Please don't do it. You could lose a lot of money unless you're some experienced person. But during that time that people were selling or getting liquidated, you see BlackRock, MicroStrategy, Grayscale, Fidelity either buying or holding Bitcoin. They are not fearful of the markets, and it's because they have a ton of liquidity. When you have hedge funds and institutions have a ton of liquidity in their pockets, they're not scared of the market. They can actually buy back in because they are sharks buying when there's blood in the market, blood in the water. So another thing I want to share with you, because of that recent dump that we just saw with dog, it actually pumped 34% over the past 9 hours from its all-time low of 180 million market cap. And this is seeming like the massive green candlesticks that we're seeing here are retail investors and also big whales as well. Now, dog rune token has actually gone up in ranking if you haven't noticed. So check this out. This is actually the dog rune token right here. It does say it's ranked 216, but this is an error. Look at the market cap. $232 million. Guess what? It's actually flipped meme coin, one of the top meme coins on Ethereum, and that has a $220 million market cap. So right now, the dog rune token should be right below the Mu token. So if you don't understand, this is what you need to understand, which is the data and analytics. Let's go ahead and look over to the runes ecosystem. The total market cap, 600 million market cap. That's the total market cap within the runes ecosystem. But look at this, Dog to the Moon is up 12% over the past 24 hours. Everybody was buying when it was around 3.7 sats, which was just this morning at 180 million market cap, has gone 12%, price at around 4.43 sats for the dog rune token. This is absolutely crazy, almost close to $1 million in trading volume, almost close to around 1,700 sales. That is insane. Now let's go ahead and look into the holder count. It's still above 80,000 unique holders, 28 pending buys. Now this is something that I'm really paying attention to, and if you don't notice, Right now, Magic Eden has updated and created a new look for their swap. This allows people to trade, buy, sell with Bitcoin directly to a specific rune token. Because this new look was updated, I think sooner or later, this initial swap is going to be live soon. I don't know when, but hopefully live pretty soon. That could be a game changer. Now, let's talk about the rune holders by size. Now, Dogfather was sharing some analysis around this. Let's go and read this really quick. He says the rune communities care about the number of holders, and marketplaces report the total number of holders. But are these economically meaningful holdings? The figure lists the top 10 rune tokens by market cap and 30-day trading volume. Now, the key takeaways, and I just want to bring Dog up, is that Dog has the largest number of holders beyond the 0.01 Bitcoin threshold, which is the 55,700,000. This is really important. So to me, that's a huge winner when you compare their holder count to the Bitcoin threshold. Dog to the Moon is the strongest. Now, another thing I want to share with you is from Dog BTC. He's sharing with you the top 100 wallets. Now, a few things I want to pay attention to, and that's always like, say for instance, the ending result, which is that there were roughly 237 million Dog rune tokens that were accumulated during these recent dips. So as much as retail investors, maybe people that don't have a lot of money or have very small allocation of Dog in their portfolio, they're the ones that are actually selling this, not really much the whales. So if you're seeing this, if you look at the whale charts, yeah, maybe some have actually taken profit. Maybe some around 9 million, 1.7, but 5. But if you look at the amount of tokens, check out number 44. Number 44 is a new wallet. They accumulated 121 million Dog rune tokens. No one knows if this is a centralized exchange or if this is a new whale that's just kind of stepped in. Then you have another one. 16 million Dog rune tokens accumulated. That's insane. And another one around 2.1, another one at number 56, 62 million Dog rune tokens. This is unstoppable. Now, back at the Bitcoin Builders Conference in Nashville, Tennessee, that just happened recently during the Bitcoin conference, this is where a lot of builders had conversations around anything happening with on top of Bitcoin, if it's layer 2s, BRC20s, Ordinals, rune tokens as well. This specific panel was talking about how to make fun and fungibility tokens, and it talked about runes specifically. So this is Trevor talking around why he thinks runes is going to win. Is because if you think about it, when you see BRC20 tokens is built on top of Ordinals, and then Ordinals is built on top of Bitcoin. When you have so many of those layers in between, it makes it really hard for scalability in my personal view. But he talks about how runes is not built on Ordinals, it's just built directly on Bitcoin. So that's why runes has a lot of interest, even though the infrastructure hasn't been exactly built just yet. What I love about this speech from Jason Claw is that he's talking about BRC20s. So BRC20s, when they were created, weren't exactly easy to operate. People didn't really understand it. Unisat was one of the very first marketplaces to create it. But when BRC20s came out, it was really the community that helped build the infrastructure. The developers helped build the infrastructure to make it tradable, to make it people understand the token. And he's saying that possibly runes is following that same route, because runes, as he said, quote unquote, in this specific panel, is that runes are just a few months old. Runes just came out recently during the Bitcoin halving that just happened in April. So right now we're in the very early stages of runes, just like BRC20s, where even though it's just come out, it's going to take developers to create the infrastructure. I think it's going to happen very soon, and that's why we have to go over to Elizabeth Olsen from the Magic Eden team, who used to be with Xverse. She brings up why Magic Eden decided to create a runes marketplace rather than a marketplace that caters to BRC20s. It's mainly because the interoperability regarding runes was much more easier for people to understand, to trade, to understand, for developers to create the marketplace so that people can buy, sell, trade, use swaps. That's why runes, it's much faster in my perspective compared to BRC20s. Scalability and interest, and also the narrative around runes is hugely bullish. And that's why runes right now, within 3 months or 3.5 months, even going up to 4 months right now, is very early. So if you know how to buy runes, you're an absolute winner. And just a couple days ago, I ended up finding this one clip with an interview with Victor Bunin. Now, Victor Bunin is part of the group political specialist at Coinbase, and he's bringing up a really good point regarding these Bitcoin layer 2s that's really garnering interest for developers. And runes is one of those things that he's talked about really briefly in this interview that's really catching his attention. Now, as a conclusion and statement, regarding whatever you see in the price of the Dog rune token, I know for sure in my perspective, the dog rune token is going to outperform many of these other meme coins is because it's built on the mother chain. Infrastructures are being developed by the runes ecosystem. You're seeing that the big whale wallets right now are accumulating as much dog, as much as retail investors with small amounts of dog are liquidizing their positions. But Bitcoin's price, as much as it's going down right now, guess what? Bitcoin's price is going to go back up at some certain point. When that happens, you're going to see a lot of these meme coins, especially dog, 10x, 20x, even 50x from here. So pay attention to the specific token, pay attention to the market, study dog, study the Bitcoin, and also study the developers that are building around the rune ecosystem. So let me know your thoughts down below, and I cannot wait to read them. So as always, be sure to smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page to receive all of our alpha calls and trades regarding dog. Until then, see you guys girls next time.